Hi, my name is Monica Groh with The Solution, and today I'm going to be talking about membership. I'll be covering important topics such as membership value, engagement, recruitment and retention, and membership marketing. So in my opinion, membership is one of those topics that's fun and rewarding for associations and organizations, but it's also challenging and it's complex. Do we really know our members? Do we really understand our members? Have we taken the time to find out? Have we asked them? It's not an easy topic to cover, but one that's very important, and so I'll run through some important techniques and tips. I always like to start off by asking the question, what is the goal of your membership? Why do you have members? Why do you want more members? If someone asked you today, why do we need more members, what would your answer be? And the answers could be different. Perhaps you want more members for the purposes of market penetration, or perhaps to be the voice of an industry or a field of experts that you want to strengthen with more members. But is membership the ends or the means to something bigger? It's an important question to ask yourself. Remember that membership should be a way of accomplishing bigger things for the collective. And so I'd like you to keep that in mind as we run through the next few topics. Okay, so let's talk about the value of your membership. Why would someone pay your organization's dues versus someone else? What is your competitive advantage? Well, the first step is understanding your members, your current and prospective members. What are their challenges? What are their needs? What are their values? Have you done a focus group? Have you done a survey? If not, you need to. Have you done stakeholder interviews with leaders or ambassadors within your organization? That's an important thing to do to better understand them. And then more importantly, you need to be the one to anticipate the needs and the challenges of your members 3 years from now, 5 or 10 years from now. That is the value you're going to bring to members that no one else can. Second, you want to create a valuable membership experience. A membership experience is how someone sees your association, how someone comes to your association, and how someone interacts with your association. It's also one of the most important tools that you have. A membership experience is how someone sees your association, how they engage with you. So make sure that you're creating opportunities throughout someone's membership lifetime to keep them coming back. Here's one way to do this. Think about creating membership personas. Who are they? What are their values? How do they come to your association? How do they come to hear about you? And what's important to them that's going to interact with your association. And from there, you can create the products and services that really matter to them and really benefit them. So from a member's perspective, it's all about them, right? Think about from their perspective, what's in it for me? What is my return on my investment with an association? That's the way you need to consider your member personas as you develop your products and services. And remember that members like to engage in different ways. For some, it's a tangible experience like buying a product or going to an event for your association. And for others, it's an intangible experience, like the feeling that they get by being part of the community, by being part of your member, by being part of the industry. And remember that both are equally as important. For some members, engagement means attending an event once a year, perhaps to get continuing education credits. They attend your event, they network, and bam, their value is there. Once a year, you bring that to them, and they walk away feeling as though they've gotten a return on their investment. For other members, it can be much more complex. Perhaps they want an opportunity to have a dialogue with you and your membership. Perhaps they want a more tailored membership experience. So think about things like mentoring circles, small membership groups where people can have small group conversations. Whatever that member is looking to you to get from your association, you need to think about a wide variety of programs and services and opportunities for them to really feel engaged with you. Segmenting your communications to these different members is important, as long as there is a unified message coming from your association. So even though members like to engage in a different way, you need to always remind them of the mission of your association, the core values of your organization, and how they as members can interact and build upon that to make the association a more unified and stronger collective voice. Okay, so let's turn to membership recruitment for a moment. First, figure out who your target audience is. Is it about getting more of the types of members you already have, let's say a certain professional type or job function or company profile? Or is it about tapping into a more unknown market to satisfy a strategic goal? From there, you can decide what your best membership recruitment techniques are. and try to mix it up a little bit. Try something like an introductory dues for the first year of membership. Try inviting people to your events, perhaps for free, letting them test it out, getting to know your association, and then deciding whether to join. Take a look at your dues structures. Are they the right ones for the new members that you want to bring in? Perhaps you need to look at different tiers or different audiences, different organizational structures to bring in more members. So I encourage you to think outside of the box and try to make the barriers to entry as smallest as possible for those members. I also want you to think about prospecting in your own backyard, right? So the people that come to your association, whether your events, they touch you in some way, they listen to a webinar, they read one of your educational products. Make sure that you understand who those individuals are, because it's oftentimes easier to recruit someone that's already engaged with your association than that's learning about you from scratch. I'd like for you to try to leverage the members that you have, as they are often the best recruiters that you have, right? Try member get a member campaigns. Try creating ambassador committees. Think outside the box, because those members are leaders for a reason. They are with your association for a reason. And how can you utilize them to be influencers, to speak to their colleagues, to speak out about the association and the value that it could bring to prospective members? Providing targeted educational content can often lead to a new member conversion. One idea is let them test out a publication on your website. Let them read a portion of it. Give them a little bit of a teaser. Understand who you are and the value that your association can bring. And then you can convert them into members later. Next, don't forget that retaining a member is often easier than recruiting a new one. You want to make sure that as soon as a member joins, you are talking with them on an ongoing basis. You need an onboarding campaign that is on point. Think about it like this. When a member joins, they should hear from you immediately. Consider writing a letter from your president or from your membership committee, and by saying, "Thank you for being a member. Here is the value that you can expect over the coming year." And then on an ongoing basis, let's say month 1, month 2, continue to connect with them and say, "This is what we have planned for the year. This is the value we're going to bring to you. Consider these experiences, consider these opportunities." Know the members. Segmenting them is perfectly appropriate, understanding that there are certain things that may be more attractive to members than others. And then throughout the year, don't forget to thank them for being members. It's important that a new member understands they are part of something bigger. They are part of something that's going to strengthen the association and strengthen the voice of your organization. And then don't forget to evaluate these methods. Make sure that they're still relevant. Make sure that these audiences are hearing from you in the right way. Let's say writing physical letters and mailing it to them, emails, phone calls, social media posts. Different members respond in different ways, and ensure that you are evaluating those on an ongoing basis, again, to make sure that they're relevant for these targeted audiences. Now let's talk about membership marketing for a moment. When you think about your marketing efforts, you need to make sure that you and your leaders and your ambassadors are all on the same page, communicating a unified message. What is the value of your organization? How can they talk and promote your organization when they're out, talking to leaders at meetings, at events? Consider creating an association in a box, where is included things like an elevator speech, right? Where you can boil down the value of your organization in one statement, in 2 statements max. Provide them with a list of talking points. Provide them with flyers that they can hand out. Make it as easy as possible for your leaders, your ambassadors, to go out and promote your association. That one-on-one marketing is by far one of the most valuable efforts you're going to pursue as an association. In summary, make sure you understand your members and the goals of your membership efforts. Be the organization that solves problems, anticipates needs, and provides value that no one else can. Talk about your organization from the perspective of the member. Create the right programs, services, and benefits for them. And communicate with a shared voice throughout your staff, your leadership, your events, and your marketing efforts. And lastly, empower your members to be the very best advocates for your organization. Thank you for listening to this webinar today. We wish you luck with all your membership efforts.
The Solution is an association management company that maximizes your value and potential while stimulating growth and engagement for your organization. We are skilled facilitators in strategic planning and board orientations. We are masterful at membership engagement, leadership development, and event planning. If you are looking for education, facilitation, or guidance for your organization, we are the Solution.